Good day, my name is Denzel Chetty and welcome to our first episode of Let's Talk Academic Integrity. Now, over the past few years, we have seen issues relating to academic integrity dominate the higher education landscape. Themes relating to academic dishonesty, plagiarism, unauthorized collaboration, maintenance of academic standards, and the basic foundation of academic work have all emerged as the key issues that serve to problematize the higher education context. With me in the studio today, I have two renowned academics that have been at the forefront of these debates. Tennyson Mokachini is a professor at the University of South Africa. He is the former manager of tuition and learnership support in the College of Human Sciences. He has been actively exploring issues relating to academic integrity within the higher education context. His international teaching experience in the US, UK, and the African context offers significant basis for comparative global reflection. Also in the studio is Eleanor Grief, a senior lecturer in the College of Human Sciences at the University of South Africa. She has been pushing boundaries and pioneering innovation in pedagogical approaches to teaching and learning. She's also the University of South Africa's award winner for the excellence in teaching and learning. Welcome.
Thank you, Denzel.
Thank you.
Tennyson, let me begin with you. This concept, academic integrity, how would we define it?
Thank you. Thanks, Denzel. Academic integrity is the moral code or ethical policy of academia. It's about honest and responsible scholarship. As a student, you are expected to submit original work, and if it's work taken from elsewhere, you are meant to acknowledge it. So it covers a range of values, such as avoidance of cheating or plagiarism, maintenance of academic standards, honesty and rigor in research and academic publishing.
Drawing from your experience in the US, in the UK, as well as your vast experience in Africa, what are the challenges facing higher education institutions?
Whoa, where do I begin? The first thing is the prevalence of academic dishonesties is high. We are obsessed with excellence, so much so that we make our students believe learning is all about assessment. So ultimately, at the end of the day, the goal that they think they have to achieve too is about getting the highest marks possible. Also, we believe that people understand everything about academic behavior. So we make assumptions about what students know about our expectations, and that isn't always correct. And of course, we've socialize the teacher into being a detective. And at the same time, when you do that, you make the student the fugitive.
Yes, yes. Now, Eleanor, drawing from your experiences as well as being an instructor on this MOOC on academic writing, why do you think a MOOC on academic writing is important?
Well, Denzel, I think actually it's oftentimes where students fall short in their academic careers. I don't think that it necessarily is in the content aspects per se. Students oftentimes know what they're supposed to do. They understand the content, they understand what they're supposed to do with it, but they can't package it in such a way as to be academic, as to be rigorous, as to have a strong theoretical or conceptual base. And again, as Tennyson said, it's oftentimes we're almost putting students in a position to fail. And that really is why this MOOC is so important and why we're so excited to form part of it.
Well, this sounds interesting. And it's exciting as well because it bridges the gap between somebody leaving school, somebody who's a novice academic. So this is the foundational skills of any student. But tell me, without giving too much away, because we know it's an exciting MOOC, what are some of the themes that will be covered in this MOOC?
Okay, well, gosh, we start right from the beginning. So we start nice and slow and we do a great build-up. So we start right at the coal face. And we work our way up with how do I start preparing for an essay. So we don't just talk about the writing, we start right at the preparation phase and talk you through it step by step, preparing for the essay, actually presenting the essay, and academic writing techniques themselves.
Okay, well, that sounds good. Tennyson, let me get back to you. What are some of the core knowledge, skills, or fundamental values that a student taking this module will get?
There's many things you gain from this, but I will just speak of four.
Okay.
The first is I think it's important that we acknowledge that we must sensitize students to what the importance of honesty in scholarship is all about. So that's the first thing. Then we need to develop their skills. They need to have advanced skills in identifying potential areas of risk as far as plagiarism is concerned. And then we need to look at all the behaviors and associated with dishonest behavior in every regard. And finally, I think we want students to be aware of the fact that really ultimately academic integrity is what separates them from anyone else who has not gone through this formal course of study.
Yeah.
Sure. Now, this sounds exciting. It makes you want to be back at school, just leaving and getting ready for this course that prepares you for university. And Lorraine, last question to you. This course is exciting, right? But if a student wants to know more information in terms of duration, how long would it take? What are the activities or assessments that will be? Can you briefly tell us just a little about what this is?
Sure. Okay, so the MOOC is structured in such a way that it covers 3 weeks, okay, in time. And we have 3 themes that coincide with those 3 weeks. The first activity is an optional activity, and from there we have multiple choice questions as well as discussion forums as far as the activities go. We have both video and text sections that guide students up to those activities that they would need to complete. And at the end of the 3 weeks, the idea is that you not only have a holistic idea of this aspect, but also really in-depth knowledge of it.
Sure, that sounds exciting. I want to take this opportunity to thank my guests, Noreen and Tennyson. It's been a pleasure having you in the studio with us. And I know that this is going to be a good MOOC, and I'm sure that the participants will really enjoy it. I just want to end with this last quote by Martin Luther King Jr. that says, "The time is always right to do what is right." So let's do what is right. And I look forward to seeing you in our next episode of Let's Talk Academic Integrity. Thank you.
Thank you.